Okay, this should be interesting. The shock and awe campaign of Trump is truly a sight to behold. I mean, how long has he been technically running this shit? Like 7 days? Fuck, I'm exhausted. He's prolific. He's effective. He's efficient. He's targeted. So yeah, turns out there's a hell of a lot of low-hanging fruit for the Trump border czar deportation squad to go for. That it's kind of difficult to argue against. How many? How much of the proportion of the 20 million apparently illegal immigrants are low-hanging fruit, and will reinforce the idea that Trump is vindicated and mandated to do this. And by the time he gets to people that are just here illegally and that's enough of a crime according to the hard line of Trump, that it's starting to go on the nose. But yeah, I mean, how much low-hanging fruit is there?
300 illegal immigrants on Saturday alone, and nearly 1,000 on Sunday. ICE also lodging nearly 800 detainers, which means there is probable cause to deport.
Whoa. 300 immediately, over 1,000 within a couple of days. And these are all low-hanging fruit, known criminals, operating with impunity, repeat offenses, protected by sanctuary cities. Not anymore.
And according to border czar Tom Homan, this is only the beginning.
Yes.
Oh.
But you're going to see the number steadily increase, the number arrested.
Oh, I believe it. I love the fact that the media called Kamala, of all people, border czar colloquially for a while, and then when that came to bite her, when she was running for presidency, they sort of tried to gaslight that they never used that term, when you could just go through and find clips of them using it willy-nilly. Well, this guy just owned the term. Like, yeah, I'm the border czar. I'm effective. I'm a toxic white man that talks as if he's permanently half drunk. And I'm on a mission.
Nationwide, as we open up the aperture, right now it's concentrating public safety threats, national security threats. That's a smaller population. So we're going to do this on priority base, as President Trump's promised, but as that aperture opens, there'll be more arrests nationwide.
And we are getting a look at how these deportations are being carried out. You can see agents loading criminal migrants onto a military plane there, the flight bound for their country of origin.
One South American leader tried to turn away those flights, but he quickly reversed that policy after a fierce response from President Trump. We have more on that as we go to Peter Doocy. He's live at the White House for us. What a weekend it was.
This is the best thing that happened to the media. Legacy media was so focused on myopically hating on Trump that, when Biden totally organically won the popular vote, the most votes in history, totally legitimately. There was 4 years of doldrums in the media, but I mean, they can barely keep up at the moment.
It's Peter.
And Sandra, this weekend, for a few hours at least, the Colombian president was really dug in against President Trump, and he was explaining in public why Colombia was not going to accept 2 U.S. military planes full of Colombians who had entered the United States illegally. The president said at one point, the U.S. cannot treat Colombian migrants.
I mean, Colombia of all places, Colombian cartels have been in American culture, operating, in the black market for so long that they're almost sort of part of America's, gangster folklore, like the Italian mafia. But Pablo Escobar was the world's first kind of narco terrorist, you know, with the power to threaten and topple governments. You know, and look, you know, he focused on cocaine. It's not exactly fentanyl now, is it? But still.
As criminals, I deny the entry of American planes carrying Colombian migrants into our territory. The United States must establish a protocol for the dignified treatment of migrants before we receive them. But then came a 25% tariff threat that would rise to 50% after a week, and suddenly 180 degrees different. Part of the new statement.
Like this immediate tariff, you know, 25% compounding until you back down is pretty fucking effective. And really what Trump is saying is, I can do this because I have the clout. Tariffs already fairly targeted on America. So many tariffs coming our way. We're expected to never tariff anyone. It's unfair, it's penalized. But we still have the financial might and excellence to use tariffs as a weapon. And, well, it's objectively better than using traditional bully methods of America and instruments of actual war to get their way, isn't it?
Said this, the president provides a presidential plane for the dignified return of his fellow citizens and will lead efforts at the Extraordinary Assembly of CELAC. Caroline Leavitt, the new press secretary, said in part the fully drafted IEEPA
Anyway,
tariffs
blah, blah,
and sanctions.
Boring. I really wanted to find the footage of the Haitian guy who was screaming out the window. It's not going to be, that's already dated news, but I mean, that's a real bad look. 17 prior serious crimes still out. And he said, I love Biden, go Obama. I hate Trump. I'm never going back to Haiti. It's like, yeah, you are, bro. It's happening right now. And, you know, you're a serial, you know, moderate to serious 17 in a row felon who was here illegally in the beginning. So, bye.